So TBC was sped up. I think that we need two things out of this, and I want to talk about this very briefly. I want to be clear. I'm pro TBC being sped up. I made a video about this like months before TBC even came out. I think we were in like phase 1 or 2, or phase 2 actually, of like vanilla anniversary where I talked about this. But TBC anniversary like needs to be sped up. There's so many content rounds in TBC, and I think that this is the only way for the game to like really survive. If they do a Wrath anniversary, I think that it also needs to be sped up. I think that it needs to stay post nerf too. Like I think that if this is pre nerf and people are missing out on it, I don't think it's going to bode very well. Like I don't think it's going to be what happened in phase 2 of 2021 TBC, but like way worse. So I don't want that to happen. Keep it pre nerf, keep it post nerf, Jesus, and just let people blaze through this. Like if it's a 9-month cycle, I think it's going to be longer. This make 10 or 11 months. I don't think that pre nerf is the move. We don't know if they're going to give us PTR. I hope they do. I'd like to do PTR, but keep this post nerf. I also don't really know how you handle this because the only real big nerf to Sunwell is like the Wrath PTR or the Wrath pre-patch. So I think it'd be really weird too if this was all post nerf. I mean, Black Temple's nerfs are really nothing. Black Temple and High Joel, if you've never done them, all of this is easier than, I mean, this Zolmon too, whatever. Everyone would have assumed this though, right? These are a cakewalk compared to Vash and KT. Like I don't think that's arguable at this point. But so I don't know. Like if this is all post nerf, and I'm just including all this. If this is all post nerf, right? And then this is just as it stands, and it's like this, a lot tougher, a lot harder. I don't know how that bodes for the game either. But I think that this has to all be. I think it has to all be post nerf. Like I really do. I really don't think that that's negotiable at this point. I think that there should also be a TBC era. Like if people want to keep playing this, I don't know if 9 months is enough, especially because there's not an era, there's not different iterations of TBC dropping. I think there has to be an era for this. I really think that Blizzard's missing the mark on putting an era for TBC and Wrath, and then you would just do a cyclical fresh every year like private servers do. So like Wrath ends, they wait a few months, and then they start it up again, and it's a vanilla fresh, it's a TBC fresh, it's a Wrath fresh, and at the end of each one, you can clone your character out to vanilla. Let's just say you want to stop at TBC instead. You clone your character out of TBC. Again, you want to stop at Wrath. You clone your character out of the Wrath era. I think that that's the way to work. You do these small, like 2 server drops for fresh, and then you just keep going with some changes each time that the community wants. This new feedback thing they're pushing it. I don't know how that's going to work either. I don't know how they're going to gauge that. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm cautiously optimistic about it. I'm happy that they're giving us some form of way to actually measure feedback. But I hope that there's some metric that you have to actually put in that shows that you play the game. Like if it's the same people who are on the forums who are giving feedback and the same people on Reddit, I don't think it's going to be good. But TBC sped up, free GTKPs, give us everything post nerf, and give us a TBC era. I don't think it's a lot to ask for. I think that I think it's got to be. I just think it has to be. I think that if you give us pre nerf TBC phase 2, I think it's going to go really badly. And I don't want to. I think that the heroics being pre nerf in it's already really dumb, dude. Like, I think it's going to kill heroics. I think people are going to do the heroics early. They're going to get all their tunes done. They're going to stock their badges that they need for the stuff that drops in 3.5. I think that they're going to do everything they need to. I think that you'll still see some like slave pens and stuff like that. But especially with tunes being account wide, like I don't think heroics are going to like really last. I think there's a change you can make there where you could turn in the badges for like the herb boxes that came out in Cataclysm, but you would put them in the equivalent of TBC. I don't know, man. I think that those are my only things that I'm really still concerned about with TBC is pre-nerf phase 2 or post-nerf. I'd really like to see everything just post-nerf and then do something with Sunwell. Let us just pump through this. Like, dude, no one is playing TBC Anniversary in its 3rd launch because they want a challenge. I don't buy that, dude. Anyways, take care, y'all.